I arrived at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum's Grand Junction depot just in time to see a southbound Norfolk Southern local with an SD40-2, a B32-8, and a GP60 for power. This local would switch customers up and down the line and then return to Chattanooga's depot's yard later on in the day. As you can see, this local has quite a mixed consist. TVRM's Grand Junction depot and yard are a fantastic place where you can view old pieces of railroad equipment up close and personal. There's no admittance to the museum at this point, you only have to pay to get on the train. There's lots of neat pieces of rolling stock here, including Alcos, EMDs, old passenger and freight cars, and a couple of steam locomotives as well. My personal favorite locomotive in the yard is this beast, Canadian National 462 Pacific number 5288. This engine arrived from the museum a few years ago from Steamtown and has been on display in Grand Junction for a few years now. 5288 recently became the source of a parts donor, as her stoker engine and one of her air pumps was removed and donated to Southern Railway 4501. There's also a Wabash caboose and an old Southern Railway baggage car which has been converted as a display car. TVRM's Grand Junction depot is a fine passenger station and right next door to the NS main line. Yet another southbound manifest train passes the depot with 3 C44-9Ws for power this time. A little bit past the depot at Grand Junction is the bridge over the Chickamauga Creek. There's actually 3 bridges at this point. The bridge carrying the TVRM tracks is the former Central of Georgia main line. There's another railroad bridge just a little bit down the valley, which carries a CSX branch line which goes into a few industries. Here we see a local with a slug set for power coming out with cars on both ends. The third bridge, which can be seen in the background, carries a highway over the valley. But the high bridge on the TVRM main line makes for fantastic photo opportunities for trains both coming from and going to Grand Junction. I'm set up today to catch this beauty, Southern Railway 282 number 4501, as she departs the Grand Junction station for another run to the museum shop complex at East Chattanooga, Tennessee. The train crosses the trestle and continues on to East Chattanooga. Immediately to the other side of the trestle is the siding at McCarty. Here the museum stores disused pieces of equipment. There are a couple of steam engine tenders here, as well as a couple of passenger cars. One of the more interesting pieces is a flat car that holds a cab and a nose section for a Green Bay and Western Alco. A little over an hour and the 4501 returned, crossing the trestle. The engineer blows the whistle to let Grand Junction know that it's coming. The engineer also blows a little bit more for my camera. .4501's passenger cars today consist of 2 former Southern Railway cars and a former Baltimore and Ohio RDC car. Coach number 1000 is the open-air car which is used on most of the trips. The 906 was originally built for the central of Georgia. The 22 is a B&O RDC car that was used in commuter service for years before coming to Tennessee Valley. Walking back up to the station, we see the 4501 has turned around on the Y and is about to pull into the station. With no shortage of bell ringing, the 1911 Baldwin product rolls into the station. .4501 was built by the Baldwin Locomotive Works in 1911 and served on the Southern until its retirement in 1953. It was then sold to the Kentucky and Tennessee Railway and then to the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum, where it has remained ever since. Restored to operating condition last year, 4501 has been running at the museum ever since. She'll be hitting the main line soon as part of Norfolk Southern's 21st Century Steam program. After about 15 minutes in the station, the whistle blows and 4501 departs for another trip to East Chattanooga. If you want information on how to ride behind the 4501, check out the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum's website at www.tvrail.com. Until next time, this is Ravenhawk 6910 signing off.